This morning, a Wisconsin brewery goes before the state's highest court, the multi-million-dollar lawsuit, and what it means for future cases.
Plus, new developments in the Epstein file saga, what Congress just made public.
And school zone safety, the rising number of kids getting hurt, and what's being done about it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now This Morning on your Tuesday, September 9th. I'm Kyrian Lee.
I'm Chris Stanford. All those temperatures that you have been waiting on to return are now back in the forecast, and that change starts like right about now.
Yeah, I'm rejoicing because I thought it was over for us, but we're rebounding just for a little bit, so I'm excited.
Yeah, don't pack those shorts away just yet. Savannah Brito in with your first word forecast. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, we've got 13 days until fall, but summer weather, that's going to return. For some of us today, more of us tomorrow, and then we'll be well into the 80s. We'll talk about when in a bit. 56 in Madison currently, 55 in McFarland, 54 in Cross Plains, and 57 in Wanakee. There are a couple of cool spots. Watoma's at 45, Janesville only 50. Same with Lone Rock this morning, but La Crosse still holding on to 61. We'll reach highs in the mid-70s today, and then we're well into the 70s tomorrow, and even the 80s by this upcoming weekend. We just have to get through the rain that we'll see not only today and tomorrow, but then we're timing out some rain chances over the weekend as well. More on that coming up.
All right, thanks, Savannah. Happening today, the Fitchburg Common Council will vote on eliminating the city's emergency dispatch center and instead paying the county to handle dispatching.
The city is growing quickly and city leaders are trying to keep up. The city asked for more money, but voters rejected a $3.6 million public safety referendum last November. Now the city faces pressure to trim its budget. Fitchburg's police chief says the county is plenty capable of handling its emergency dispatch. The vote is scheduled during the meeting at 6:30 tonight. If approved, the change could take effect in October.
The state Supreme Court is hearing arguments in a case against the Pabst Brewing Company. The family of pipe fitter Gerald Lorbiecki filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against the company. In 2021, a jury found Pabst and 4 other companies negligent in violating Wisconsin's Safe Place statute. The verdict came after doctors diagnosed Lorbiecki with mesothelioma in 2017. He died in 2018. Before his death, though, he alleged negligence led to him being exposed to asbestos on the job.
It's one thing if you were to say Pabst came upon when they bought this building, this stuff was there, they didn't know it was there. Mr. Lorbiecki, this is his job. But how do you square Pabst continuing to purchase asbestos, knowing it's hiring people to take care, to cut into it?
The Supreme Court has yet to rule on the case, but it will have implications on how lower courts calculate damages paid out in similar cases.
In our continuing coverage now of Epstein file saga, the House Oversight Committee says it has received the first batch of documents from the convicted sex offender's estate. A lawyer for the estate confirmed the handover includes Epstein's so-called birthday book, a collection of letters given to him for his 50th birthday. One of those notes reportedly bears President Donald Trump's name, though President Trump has denied writing it. Lawyers for the estate say more documents will be turned over on a rolling basis. And this morning, South Korea's top diplomat is expected in the U.S. despite a recent raid on a Hyundai plant. Nearly 300 South Korean nationals were detained in the raid, sparking outrage in South Korea, which invests billions in U.S. industries. The new Georgia plant is set to be Hyundai's first electric vehicle facility in the U.S. and is scheduled to open next year. Korean Air says the detainees could be returned to their home country as soon as tomorrow.
6:03, more local back-to-school coverage now. More Dane County kids are getting hurt walking or biking to school. Law enforcement say injuries are up sharply compared to just a few years ago, with 15 children hurt last year. That's more than triple the number in 2022. This week, 13 police agencies are stepping up patrols in school zones through September 19th. Officers will be watching for speeding, distracted driving, and drivers who ignore school bus laws. Officials say the goal isn't tickets, rather to make sure that every kid gets to and from school safely. Well, for the first time in 11 years, Madison Area Technical College has a new president.
Dr. Jennifer Byrne began her role as the college's 9th president in July. Her background is deeply rooted in higher education, teaching, serving as a dean, and most recently as a provost at community colleges across the Midwest. Dr. Byrne says it's important that her students feel supported.
We expect our students to go back and become the caretakers of us and do our taxes and remodel our homes and fix our cars and clean our teeth. We need to care for them.
She says she also looks forward to opening a new student services space this fall and expanding resources across all campuses.
Welcome aboard. Well, right now, the News 3 Now Coats for Kids drive is underway. It's our 40th year, and we need your help so we can help those kids across Dane County. We just started our campaign, so our tally this morning is at 0, but with your help, we know it will grow. You can make donations at any Madison area Clinky Cleaners right now, so donate those kids' winter coats, jackets, and accessories. There is a special need this year for infant, toddler, and larger teen sizes. Adult donations are also accepted. You have until October 4th to donate.
If you're getting ready for next summer, we now know country superstar Garth Brooks will open next year's Summerfest. The concert is scheduled for June 17th. It will be Brooks' first ever Summerfest appearance and his first performance in Milwaukee in more than a decade. Brooks has sold more than 170 million records and was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in October 2012. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. on Ticketmaster, the Summerfest website, and the American Family Insurance Amphitheater box office.
That's a big get. I think Garth Brooks is a good fit for Summerfest. I mean, he draws big crowds wherever he goes. I think, but for those who aren't used to his how big he was like back in the 90s.
Right.
You know, maybe not as popular with the younger generations.
Yeah, but I'm sure it'll still get a good turnout from a large age range.
Old
here.
people, you can just say old people.
I'm not going to say old people. I'm just going to say an older crowd, but not old people. Older crowd, which there's nothing wrong with it. You know, there's nothing. There's no time. Music is timeless there.
That's right. All right, Savannah Brito. Not Garth Brooks. Not so much your thing, huh?
Yeah, no, more so Bailey Zimmerman or Josh Ross, so the newer country, I guess.
Yeah, it's a new school.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, guys, fall-like weather in the forecast. Maybe so much this morning in a couple spots, but then we've got the return of summer-like weather tomorrow for everyone. We're at 56 right now in Madison, and most of Dane County off to a mild start, but there are several areas that are closer to the 50-degree mark. That's the case in Lone Rock, Janesville, and look at Watoma, only 45 this morning there. Chilly, and that's a stretch compared to just northwest of that area. La Crosse is at 61. We are tracking a couple of chances for showers through the week today into tomorrow, and then again over the weekend. We'll have more details on the rain that's in the forecast coming up.
All right, talk to you soon, Savannah. And your sports, Green Bay Packers holding their only practice of the week before that Thursday matchup against Washington. We'll have an update on the status of the offensive line. And as we head to break, we are talking about a new music festival that is about to kick off at the Duck Pond. Josh Brito will tell you all about it in the 608.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Well, we're back at 6:11 on a Tuesday in the 608. This morning, we are looking ahead to the True North Music and Food Festival that's happening later this month.
All right, Josh Brider is live on Madison's North Side this morning with what you need to know. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you guys. We're live at the Mallards Duck Pond this morning, and for something different. Usually we're here, we're talking about the Mallards, we're talking about the Nightmares, but now we're talking about the True North Music and Food Festival. It's going to be happening here at the Mallards Baseball Stadium coming up later this month. Madison Magazine, our partners over at Madison Magazine, they are official sponsors of this, so we wanted to come check out and see what it's all about. There's going to be a lot of restaurants a part of this. One of them is Heritage Tavern. We have Chef Dan Fox joining us this morning. Dan, good to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Yes, this is going to be such an interesting event. What made you at Heritage Tavern want to be involved with this?
It's an amazing celebration of both music and food. It's bringing together some of my amazing friends in town. We have 10 different restaurants coming. We have restaurants like Ahan, Bonzo, Lola's, Cadre, and beyond are all going to be here. We're going to be spread out across this field, so you're going to have live music playing, food vendors all lined up. It's only $15 to get in. And then you kind of make your own experience.
That is so cool, and it's really about celebrating the best of Madison, and getting everyone together for it is going to be a heck of a time.
It really is, yeah. It's our own little mini best of Madison, so it's going to be a beautiful night, of course. And yeah, we're super excited to come here. Again, all my friends are going to be here, and it's going to be super casual. Enjoy the music. Pitch a blanket if you want to, and it's really going to be a special time.
You know, like I mentioned, normally we're talking baseball, softball, but a music festival, this is kind of a unique way to really showcase Madison.
It really is. I couldn't think of a better place to celebrate. You have a huge open field here. You know, it's going to be a beautiful night going on, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to being part of it.
You know, as a local restaurant owner, what is it like for you to work with other restaurants for an event like this? Because you guys all have the same goal and mission at the end of the day, right?
We really do. Yeah, we all celebrate local. We're all shopping the farmers market. We see each other shopping at different vendors, and it's going to be cool to come here and get such a diverse slice of the restaurant community all in one place. They're going to have like crab rangoon fried pockets from like little wonton deals from Mahan. You can have pizza by It's Good For You Pizza. We're going to be doing a little bacon wrapped cheese curds and a whole stuffed suckling pig carved down into little sandwiches. So a really diverse selection of food here in Madison.
And for you, it's about celebrating the community that, at the end of the day, supports you and keeps you going year after year.
Yeah, exactly. Coming out and celebrating the people that support Heritage Tavern, I can't think of anything better, along with beautiful music around the Madison community.
Awesome. We have a graphic we want to put up on the screen right now. So hit us with the details one more time, when and where, and how can people check this out?
So you can go online to purchase tickets. They're $15 a piece. You can find all information on your website. Again, they're only $15, and you get access to all these amazing restaurants September 27th. So get online, get your tickets in advance. I think they're getting a little close to selling out, so you're going to want to get in there.
Awesome. Dan, thank you so much. Good to see you this morning. We appreciate it. And again, our partners at Madison Magazine, they're the official sponsor of this. So if you want to learn more, just go to our website, channel3000.com. We have links right there to get tickets. As Dan mentioned, they are limited now, so you're going to want to get your tickets before they're gone, guys.
All right, get them while they're before they're gone. Thanks, Josh. Remember, Josh is always looking for inspirational stories to share in the 608. Just reach out and let him know about it if you have an idea.
Let's check in now with Savannah. What's it looking like out there right now?
Well, we're seeing clear skies at the moment, but we will see clouds quickly increase. Some of us across southern Wisconsin already waking up with a lot of cloud cover this morning. 56 in Madison. Our dew point very comfortable. We have dry air for the time being. That's not going to last that long. 44 is our dew point right now. Your sunset 7:18 later this evening. 56, like I mentioned, in Madison, but there are surrounding areas a lot cooler than that. 50 only this morning in Juneau, same with Janesville, Wisconsin. Dells falling to 49 this morning. 61 in La Crosse. It's kind of the outlier, along with Camp Douglas this morning and Prairie du Chien. Everyone else is in the lower to mid 50s. And we'll see the 70s today, mid 70s, a little bit warmer than what we had the last couple of days. But this is actually going to be the coolest day out of the next several. And then we are tracking a chance of evening showers returning, not until about dinner time. And that's mainly going to be west and north of Madison. So we're dry the majority of the day. We have a southerly wind with winds gusting up to about 20 or 25 miles per hour, so a little on the breezier side. And then as we near that 5 to 6 p.m. time frame, Prairie du Chien, maybe Viroqua and Boscobel seeing a few spotty showers. I think the better chance is going to be north of here across central Wisconsin. Can't rule out a couple of downpours and pockets of heavier showers, and that's those areas that'll see maybe a couple tenths up to half an inch of rain at the most, so not a soaking rain. We're going to see that potentially over this upcoming weekend. This is as we near midnight, still more widespread north of Madison, but we will see isolated to scattered showers that continue even through Wednesday afternoon. After that, we're going to dry out, skies clear, and that'll pave way for a really nice day on Thursday. But we're going to see humidity levels slowly start to increase. I think Thursday still mostly comfortable with those dew points that are going to be below 60 degrees. But then over the weekend, that's when our better chances for rain return and when our dew points come up to about 65 or so. So it will be pretty uncomfortable. Not as bad as previous months over the summer like June and July. 77 tomorrow. We're up to 79 on Thursday, and then into the 80s for the weekend.
After a convincing win Sunday over the Lions, the Packers are now looking ahead to week 2.
However, the celebrations may have to be cut short as the Pack get ready to take on Washington Commanders at Lambeau Thursday. News 3 Now's senior Packers writer Jason Wilde has what we can expect from the only practice day schedule before their next game.
Good morning, everybody from Green Bay. It is Tuesday, right? Well, not in the NFL world when you have a short week like the Green Bay Packers have with a game on Thursday Night Football. Today is a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all rolled into one. Packers only have one practice all week. It is today. They were recovering yesterday from their win on Sunday over the Detroit Lions at Lambeau Field, and now they have to get right back at it for a game against the Washington Commanders, another NFC contender, on Thursday night. A couple questions that we'll be watching for today to hopefully get answers from head coach Matt LaFleur. What are they going to do on their offensive line? They have two guys who would not have been able to practice that are starters on the offensive line that would have missed practice yesterday. One is Zach Tom, their right tackle, who has an oblique injury, and one is left guard Aaron Banks, who has both a groin and an ankle injury from the game against the Lions. We also want to see, will they be able to ramp up the playing time for Micah Parsons, who had 29 of the 65 snaps he was on the field for against the Lions. We'll have coverage of that and everything else Packers at channel3000.com for free. And while you're there, don't forget to sign up for the newsletter, which delivers our Packers coverage directly to your inbox every...
Oh, thanks, Jason. Well, last night, a couple of the Packers' rivals faced off on Monday Night Football, and this one includes a big comeback. First quarter, Caleb Williams, he's going to... Do we have this video? There we go. There's Caleb Williams. He's looking for a receiver. He is going to take it all the way in for the score, though, and put the Bears on the board first. 7-0 Chicago. Second quarter, Vikings and the Bears each managed to get a field goal. And then just before halftime, Vikings kicker Will Reichard gets a 59-yard field goal, his furthest since entering the league. Third quarter now, Bears pick off the rookie, J.J. McCarthy, and take it all the way in. 74-yard pick six for Nashawn Wright. 17-6 Bears at this point. But in the fourth, Minnesota would put up 3 touchdowns and win it 27-24. There you go. Late one for the Bears and the Vikings. A big fourth quarter comeback to get the Vikings in the win column.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure this was a big game across the board here. The people are watching.
Yeah, it's one of those where Packers fans want both teams to lose.
Right.
But
not possible.
Tie would have been great. But,
if only.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, still ahead, one fast food chain is making a comeback with extra value meals. And we take a look at top-rated fall snacks at Trader Joe's.
And in our next half hour, 2 swimmers with disabilities losing their spots on Madison's swim team, why community members are demanding answers from the school district.
And before we head to break, let's take a look at your gas prices this morning. We'll be right back.
Hey, we're back. Kevin sharing another gorgeous photo with us this morning. This photo is from Kevin, not Savannah. So thanks, Kevin, for sending that in. A gorgeous sunrise or a sunset. I love to see that. Keep sending those in.
Yes, but I know you're perfectly capable of sending something just as beautiful, Savannah.
Yes, my name is spelled without an H.
Yes.
Just in case anyone needs to know.
But shout out to Kevin. Thank you.
Thanks for that photo.
Well, here's what's trending this morning. If you're a McDonald's fan, I'm not. Extra value meals are back in a move to win over cost-conscious customers. The discount deals were dropped back in 2019, but they're returning with 8 combination meals, including favorites like the Big Mac, Chicken Nuggets, Egg McMuffin, and Quarter Pounder, all bundled with a side and drink, of course.
Okay. How much?
Prices will vary by location, so we couldn't speak on it.
Okay.
But officials say customers could save up to 15% compared to buying items separately, and the meals will be available through the end of the year.
15%? Okay. I couldn't tell you what some of those extra value meals are up to now.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, I just can't, looking back, I don't know how I even ate McDonald's as often as I did back.
I know.
Way back when.
But it was delicious,
Yeah,
that's why.
it was like $5 for a Happy Meal or
Like
whatever back in the day.
Before games and...
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the 80s, Savannah. No, I'm kidding. All right, the extra value meal.
There you go.
Back at McDonald's.
Yes. Well, if you love Trader Joe's, then this, of course, you know that they're one of many retailers rolling out their fall fave treats. Sorry, guys, I was looking.
Your camera's broken
here.
Yeah.
Rolling out fall favorite treats. And so foodandwine.com has named 5 must-try seasonal picks. Sorry, I promise I'm paying attention. So they have apple cider donuts, pumpkin spice mini sheet cake, caramelized onion, goat's milk cheese, and which is a spreadable log of goat cheese, which leans toward the sweeter side thanks to the addition of brown sugar. Then pumpkin cream cheese spread, and it's pumpkin, cream cheese, vanilla, cinnamon, sugar, and ginger. And actually, I had one of our viewers, Roxy, write me a message and say that she's had this on like a cinnamon bagel.
That sounds good.
Said, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, and she's even made some treats that she's spread it on. So I think I'm here for this one.
Yeah.
And then we have teeny tiny apple pies. There you go.
Gonna have to make a run to Trader Joe's.
Yeah, some of these fall things, gotta love it.
Yeah.
Can't wait for my cinnamon brooms.
Oh, yeah.
Those cinnamon brooms, can't wait.
Well, we're tracking summer-like weather when we get back.
This morning, the Trump administration ramping up immigration enforcement in Chicago, how local leaders are responding.
This respects our differences and lets us celebrate our victories together.
And excluded from the pool, community members speaking out after 2 students with disabilities were not allowed on a local swim team.
And Milwaukee Brewers Memories, the new documentary about a team that brought the state together. Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrie Lee. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. I hope your morning is off to a great start.
We're crushing it here.
Yeah,
we're firing on all cylinders.
It's like the most Monday-ist
It's the most Mondayest Tuesday ever.
Yeah, that's how you would explain it. That's for certain. But
All
at least
right.
the weather's looking good for us.
Yeah, we have some gorgeous weather, a warm up on the way. Savannah Brito's here to get you out the door. Hey, Savannah.
Yeah, hey guys, good morning. We have summer weather that's going to return as early as tomorrow. We'll still be in the mid-70s today, but that's a couple degrees cooler than normal. And then later this evening into tomorrow, that's when we're tracking our next chance of showers. Temperatures warm up tomorrow, especially Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's the stretch where we're going to have the 80s. So if you like cooler weather, you'll like today better than what's to come. A little bit warmer this afternoon, 74 is our forecast high. And then somewhere around dinner time, that's when we could track a few showers. I still think west and north of Madison. We'll time that out coming up.
All right, thanks, Savannah. And we have some new information in this morning in the race for governor. Another Democrat is officially entered the race.
David Crowley, current Milwaukee County executive, has announced his run. He joins Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez as the 2 highest profile candidates in the 2026 race to replace Governor Tony Evers. At 39 years old, Crowley would be the state's first black governor, while Rodriguez would be the first woman elected to the post. 2 Republicans have also declared their candidacies: Washington County Executive Josh Showman and Milwaukee businessman Bill Berrien. The primary is less than a year away.
Now to new developments in the illegal immigration crackdown in Chicago. The White House unveiling a new plan called Operation Midway Blitz.
This follows a recent U.S. Supreme Court ruling that gives the federal government more authority to intensify ICE raids. In Chicago, protests have erupted as the administration increases immigration enforcement. The Department of Homeland Security says Operation Midway Blitz will focus on criminal undocumented immigrants who have come to Chicago and Illinois due to sanctuary policies. State and city leaders are pushing back, criticizing the federal government for the launching the operation without any advance notice or coordination.
It's been about terrorizing our communities, but we will not be intimidated.
Meanwhile, the Supreme Court has cleared the way for the government to resume broad immigration stops in L.A. This overturns a lower court's order that blocks stops based only on a person's apparent ethnicity, job, or language spoken, such as speaking Spanish or English with an accent.
In economic news, in just a few hours, the Bureau of Labor Statistics is expected to release revisions to the latest jobs report. Economists say the changes could now show that nearly 800,000 fewer jobs were created last year. It comes a month after the former commissioner of the Bureau was fired for adjusting the report in a similar fashion. The Bureau typically revises the report on a monthly basis as more information becomes available. Well, this morning, community members are urging the Madison School District to make a course correction. It comes after 2 swimmers with disabilities were told that they have to try out for the swim and dive team without any accommodations.
Asha Shukla is a senior who has been swimming with the team for 2 years. Asha participated as an exhibition swimmer, meaning she did not compete against other teammates. Aurelia Bergstrom is an incoming freshman. She spent her middle school years watching Asha and eagerly waiting to join the team herself. Due to the program's growth, the exhibition option that allowed students with disabilities to be on the team has been removed.
So suddenly, Asha, on her senior year, was off the team that had welcomed her for the last 2 years.
As an exhibition swimmer, I swim alongside but not against my teammates without any disabilities. This respects our differences and lets us celebrate our victories together.
So meantime, district leaders haven't said why the exhibition swimmers were the ones at risk. We've asked several folks within the district for answers and got a response from a district spokesperson who told us the district is deeply committed to ensuring that all students have access to safe, inclusive, and welcoming opportunities in our schools.
Turning now to a quick travel alert for both cyclists and drivers. Ongoing storm sewer work is closing a popular bike path on the Isthmus. The Capital City Trail is closed from South Blunt Street near MG&E to Brewery Street near McPike Park. Parking is banned on East Main Street due to this work, as cyclists will need to detour onto that stretch. City officials say all other entrances to the Capital City Trail will remain open.
Right now, News 3 Now's 40th annual Coats for Kids winter coat collection is underway. We'll start tallying up those donations today and share those updates over the next few weeks every day. You can add to the numbers, though, by dropping off coats and winter accessories at any Clinky Cleaner in Madison until October 4th.
And a scam alert this morning in Dane County. Officials say scammers are calling and texting people pretending to be law enforcement. They say some are even using AI to mimic real voices, including local officials. They'll claim you have an arrest warrant and demand payment through gift cards, cryptocurrency, or bank transfers. Remember, police will never call, text, or email asking you for money. If you get a message like this, please hang up and verify using the agency's official website or CCAP.
Today, the Madison Arts Commission and Madison Poet Laureate Stephen Espada Dawson are inviting you to welcome Octavia Eichert as the city's newest Poet Laureate. Today's opening ceremony begins at 5:30. It's at the Madison Municipal Building. It'll feature readings from several young area poets. Eichert is the 4th Youth Poet Laureate.
Now to sports news. The Brewers have another chance to take on the Texas Rangers tonight. That's after coming out of yesterday's game scoreless. The final score was 5-0. You can watch tonight's game at 7 on our sister station, TW.
And looking ahead to the rest of the season, only 17 games remain in their regular season, and the Brewers still have the best record in baseball. It reminds us a lot of a team decades ago when the Brewers united not just Milwaukee, but the state. Tonight after the game on Television Wisconsin, you can watch the documentary Just a Bit Outside, the story of the 1982 Brewers and their ragtag rise to fame.
It's about this kind of unique melding between the city and the state and this team of real characters, guys that I don't know that we see anymore, kind of outcasts, kind of free spirits, but then also amazing ball players. And it's the kind of roller coaster journey of their entire season that takes them to Game 7 of the World Series.
You can catch the documentary after tonight's game. Again, the game is on Television Wisconsin. It's at 7 o'clock. Brewers are playing the Texas Rangers.
As many fans prepare for Thursday's game at Lambeau Field for the Packers, one lovable four-legged fan is getting ready for his own special tailgating entourage on game day. Meet Vinny James, a 12-year-old Chihuahua who has spent the last decade being shuttled through the parking lot in his custom carrier. This fun ride was built from a flea market football cooler and a set of training wheels. Take a look at him, riding in style. His owner says they make sure to get to Lambeau early so everyone can say hi to him.
It takes us 2.5 hours to walk around the stadium, and we meet all his super fans. Minion's his best friend, and there's Pac-Mania, and there's St. Vinny and Miss Liberty.
And while fans line up for selfies quite literally every game, Vinny James's owner, Gloria, admits she has one bone to pick. that nobody has ever given her a brat in return.
You imagine the brat's about half the size of Vinny there.
The dog, yeah. I know you love a good brat over a burger, so.
I do love me a good brat.
So you
That's
understand
pretty
Gloria's
adorable,
pain.
though. I don't normally like dogs dressed up and stuff, but for the Packers, I'll make an exception.
Just one exception. I mean, you had a pretty cool ride, though.
Ain't not
Gotta give
bad.
him that.
What a way to get around the stadium, have somebody cart you around everywhere.
Yeah. Well, let's check in with meteorologist Savannah Brito, who is here now with your first warn weather. 13 more days.
Yeah, we've got 13 more days of summer, hanging on to that while it lasts, and temperatures will rebound and feel very summer-like. But fall, gotta wait 14 days. We don't have fall weather in the forecast, aside of some of us this morning. 56, that's where we should be this time of year, heading into almost mid-September. Got a little bit of time yet before that, but 49 this morning in Monroe, 50 in Wisconsin Dells. They did briefly fall into the upper 40s there. La Crosse is sitting at 61, so there are a few warmer spots. That's really the case there, Prairie du Chien and Camp Douglas. We are going to see some rain later this evening into tomorrow. We'll time all of that out and talk about the big warm-up coming up.
All right, thanks, Savannah. Coming up next in the 608, Josh is live at the Duck Pond this morning, previewing a new food and music festival.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
In the 608, we are looking ahead to the True North Music and Food Festival happening later this month.
Our Josh Spider is live on Madison's North Side this morning with what you need to know. Good morning.
Hey guys, good morning to you. Normally we're talking about baseball or softball with the Mallards or Nightmares. Now we're talking about the True North Music and Food Festival. It's coming to the Mallards Baseball Stadium later this month, and we are on the field for a different reason this morning. We've got Vern Sedman joining us. Vern, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So normally we're talking Mallards, Nightmares. Here now we're talking about a music festival. What made you guys want to host this?
You know, really it was all the cool things happening on the north side of Madison. I know Matt Girding from Lola's, and we sat down about a year ago and said, man, there's so many great things happening with new restaurants and bars and people on the north side of Madison. What can we do to talk about that a little bit and shine a light on it? And we said, well, let's put a music and food festival together and bring in some of those great restaurants, bring in, you know, kind of some of the feel of Lola's with some great music, and create a really fun community festival here to celebrate the north side.
I mean, you have such a community up here anyways that supports you through and through. Why not get them all together, right?
Absolutely, and that's really the center part of the Mallards and the Nightmares is really our community, and this festival is the same.
What was it like to be able to get all of these people involved? Because talking with Chef Dan Fox a little bit earlier, obviously they're all competition when you're talking about restaurants, but they all have the same mission at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. We brought them together around kind of a common purpose too. We're going to be raising money for DAIS, the Domestic Abuse Intervention Services, and for the Dane County Chefs Network. So they see commonality there. I think they like to get together with each other too, because they're probably busy every Friday and Saturday night. And speaking of great food, we've got Chef Dan Fox here with a little special something.
Yes, hot out of the fryers. Dan, good to see you again. What do we got here?
So we have some beer battered, tempura fried, bacon wrapped cheese curds.
Oh my gosh, these look incredible.
They are incredible. A little buttermilk dipping sauce. This is one of the 2 dishes that we're going to be making on September 27th.
Oh my gosh. I mean, this is what we have to look forward to right here, Vern.
Exactly, to bring this kind of to the north side of Madison, and then also, you know, focus on the great restaurants that are already here on the north side of Madison, bring it all together with great community, great music as well. You know, we've got Mama Digdown's brass band, the People Brothers band, and the headliner is going to be this guy, Pokey Lafarge. If you're not familiar with him, he's really fun, kind of a 20s Western swing style music that is, you know, a type of band that you don't need to know necessarily to really have a great time.
I mean, for restaurants like yours at Heritage Tavern, I mean, this is about you coming out here and showcasing some of your best stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, so we actually raise our own pigs. We're going to be taking some of those suckling pigs, stuffing them, slicing them up for little porchetta sandwiches.
Oh my gosh. That sounds amazing. You know, what's it like for you to be a part of a big community event like this when everyone's getting together?
You know, it's truly awesome. It's such a special day to get all of the best restaurants on the north side of Madison coming together in one place. It's really like the taste of Madison, best of Madison here at Mallard Stadium.
Yeah, this is going to be such a special event. So tickets are still available, Vern. If people are interested, what do they need to know?
Stop by TrueNorthFest.com and get tickets there. They're only $15 to get in, and $2 for every ticket. Like I said, goes to the nonprofit partners that we have.
Awesome, Vern, Dan, thank you so much for having us. I know, that's why I have to wait here until the end. Otherwise, I'm going to be digging right in.
I'll just take the
I mean,
mic
this
from
is
you.
the...
I can take over and host this for you. I got this. I mean, I don't want to get between you and a good cheese curd. You know, that's not really very Wisconsin of me.
Get the pull. There's the pull.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Little ranch on my lip there, too. It wouldn't be Wisconsin without that, guys. Back to you.
Boy, what was that tempura fried bacon crusted cheese curd on a stick with ranch?
It's like Josh is giving us a thumbs up.
Oh boy, awesome. Look at that. All right, True North Music and Food Festival coming up. Check out those details on the website. Hey, if you have an idea for Josh for his In the 608 segment, he would love to hear from you.
Well, let's check in with Savannah. What are you thinking about that?
Sounds really good to me. How about you?
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
I want some cheese curds this morning. It's a little fall-like out there, I guess. Not necessarily in Madison, but there are some areas that are in the upper 40s this morning. We're at 56. We've got a southerly wind up to about 6 miles per hour and clouds that are going to increase through the day. That'll lead to showers with a cold front. Not going to drop us, though. We're actually going to rebound the rest of the week. So today's actually going to be the coolest, and that's still not bad. 74 is our forecasted high for later this afternoon. Any showers, that's going to be pushing just areas like Prairie du Chien, Boscobel, maybe Platteville, west of Madison still at this point in time. This is about dinner time. I think the better chance is going to be north of here across central Wisconsin, not only tonight, but into tomorrow as well. Though a couple of brief downpours and pockets of heavier rain, you see those yellows. That can't be ruled out. Those areas that see the heaviest rain track only still looking at a couple tenths, maybe up to half an inch of rain, so we're not going to see a soaking rain or widespread showers. But isolated to scattered showers will continue through the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning. This is as you wake up or a little bit after that, 8 in the morning, and that'll continue through the lunchtime hour before skies gradually clear and then we cool. Nighttime temperatures, though, are going to be a lot warmer compared to what we have seen. We're going to still have a southerly wind all day today. Gusts, though, could approach about 20 to maybe as high as 25 miles per hour. So it'll be breezy. Those winds come down a little bit overnight into tomorrow. The warm up, we've got the 80s in the forecast, 83 on Friday, up to 85 on Saturday, and then still forecasting 81 on Sunday. I think after that, we start to see a little bit cooler of an air mass move in, a second cold front, and more shower chances by Saturday. But then the cooler air, I think that'll hold off until later in the week next week, and even the mid 70s at that point in time next Wednesday and Thursday. That's going to be above average at that point in time because temperatures are average high right now is 77, and that'll gradually continue to drop over the next couple of days, next 10 days. We have warmer nighttime temperatures too, so might want to close those windows. I think the next couple of nights still comfortable in the 50s, but then once we get into the 60s, I don't know, might want to close them. I'm not going to have mine open.
Yeah, because I'm sure that air conditioning will be kicking back on.
Yeah, and it'll be muggy too. So if you open those windows, it'll get muggy in your house.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to the 70s.
Me
You
too.
can make it even get a couple more lake days in for you.
I know, I'm excited. Going to do that this weekend.
Okay.
So we're not done just yet.
Exactly.
Thanks, Savannah. Hey, Savannah's looking to plan your day. All you have to do is record a picture, record a video, or take a picture. You can record a picture too, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you do with those pictures these days. Send it our way through all the different various platforms, and we'll get it on the air.
Coming up in the morning sprint, Summerfest has announced the artists that will open next year's festival when you can score tickets.
Hey, you got a little kiddo turning 3 soon? Send us a picture. We'll show it on TV. .653, time for the morning sprint.
Hey, travel alert for your morning commute this morning. The exit to County S from I-39 and 90 South is now closed because of repairs. This is just north of Beloit, so if you're driving that way, be prepared to slow down.
New this morning, David Crowley, the Milwaukee County executive, is running for governor. He joins Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez as the 2 highest profiled candidates in the race to replace Tony Evers. A couple of Republicans also announcing their run, Washington County Executive Josh Schuman and Milwaukee businessman Bill Berrien. The primary is under a year away now.
Tonight, the Fitchburg Common Council will vote on eliminating the city's emergency dispatch center and instead contract with the county to handle dispatching. Fitchburg is growing rapidly and struggling to keep up with its services. Voters rejected a $3.6 million public safety referendum last November. Now the city faces pressure to trim its budget. If approved, the change will take effect sometime in October. The vote is scheduled for tonight's meeting at 6:30.
One person is dead, another critically injured after a car crash in the town of Vienna. The Dane County Sheriff's Office says it happened yesterday afternoon near County Highway I and Cuba Valley Road. The car ran a stop sign. A 63-year-old man died at the scene. First responders also flew a 60-year-old man to the hospital with serious injuries. The cause is still under investigation.
Country superstar Garth Brooks will open next year's Summerfest on June 17th. This will be Brooks' first ever Summerfest appearance and his first performance in Milwaukee in over a decade. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. on Ticketmaster, the Summerfest website, and the American Family Insurance Amphitheater box office.
Protests erupting in Chicago as the Trump administration ramps up its immigration enforcement plans. The Department of Homeland Security says the operation will target undocumented immigrants who arrived due to sanctuary policies. State and local leaders are pushing back, saying that the federal government failed to provide advance notice or coordinate with them.
The House Oversight Committee released the first batch of documents from the Jeffrey Epstein estate. A lawyer for the estate confirms it includes Epstein's so-called birthday book letters. One note has President Trump's signature on it, although he denies he wrote it. Lawyers for the estate say more documents will be turned over on a rolling basis.
This morning, South Korea's top diplomat is set to visit the U.S. It comes despite a recent raid on a Hyundai plant where 300 South Korean nationals were detained. The new Georgia plant will be Hyundai's first electric vehicle facility in the U.S., scheduled to open up next year. Korean Air says the detainees could be returned to their home country as soon as tomorrow.
Temperatures that reach the mid-70s today, got showers later this evening into tonight, and then the summer-like warm-up will be well into the 70s, maybe even a couple of 80s the next couple of days. I think it's more likely Thursday. Thursday looks really nice. It still won't be that humid, but then over the weekend we've got showers, warmer temperatures, but that's when it'll be humid again. It'll feel like summer though.
Yes, which I'm looking forward to.
Me too.
Savannah, thank you.
CBS Mornings is coming up next. Our next newscast is at noon.
You can find us streaming 24/7 on Channel 3000+.
Have a great day.